Hello, everybody. I'm Liv Ekpone, and I have the pleasure of being with Hunter Woodhall today.
Let's go.
I just caught you after a practice.
Yep.
And we also made a friend.
We did. A furry one.
A
very
furry friend.
friend.
We made friends with a llama.
Yes, we did.
Cesar.
Cesar.
Can you talk to us about how that kind of happened?
Yeah,
how did a llama come into this?
Yeah, we were finishing up practice, and me and Tara were coming back, and Tara's just screaming. I'm like, "There's a llama!" I was like, "I can't be literal." And sure enough, there's like a literal llama there. So Tara couldn't get out of the car fast enough. We went over there, and it's a therapy llama, and gives hugs. Very sweet, yeah. Not on my bingo card for the day, but it was cool.
That was cool. So we're here at the U.S. Olympic Trials. Tara just competed in the long jump, and you're here supporting her. So I know you were just telling me you had a meet on Sunday. You got here Monday, so you've been here a couple of days. Just the overall experience, how has the Olympic Trials been as a whole?
Man, this has been the best meet that I've been to in the United States. Compared to anything. Best trials I've been to, best U.S. championships I've been to, best USATF meet. It's been incredible. The energy is great. It's awesome staying, in one of the athlete hotels, seeing everybody, feeling that excitement. The stadium has been packed. Everyone's been excited about what's going on, and then the performances have just been rolling.
Have you and Tara had a chance to watch any of the events or any races, and if so, which one has kind of stood out to you the most?
We've been at the track every day.
That's awesome.
Yeah, we've been at the track every single day supporting. Man, I mean, I love watching Noah Lyles compete. He's just exciting. You never know what he's going to do, and that's really fun. I think Kenny's been running great. Sha'Carri has just been putting on a show as well. Absolute clinics out there. So, I mean, even Grant Holloway, everyone who was supposed to show up and do their job is just doing it, man, and the U.S. is looking really, really strong going into Paris.
I love that. So I know you and Tara have a very close relationship. Obviously, you two are married. So yeah. I want to get in your head a little bit. When you watch Tara on the runway and you're in the stands watching her compete, do you ever get nervous? And what are some of those thoughts that you think about when you see your wife compete?
That's fair. I would say in the past, definitely a lot of nerve. Mm-hmm. This year, we have done such a great job at just doing everything we need to be prepared and ready for the competition that now I'm I know everything has been done previously. Now it's just got to be put together. And she's such a professional. She's so good at what she does. She's so she's a professional. Mm-hmm. She gets the job done. So I don't get as nervous now. I'm more just excited. And now it's one of those pull games, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. You're just pulling it and you're just seeing what pops up, and one of these jumps is going to be really big, and we're just waiting to see what happens. So it's exciting. It's really fun.
I'm going to ask the reverse question now. If Tara was sitting here, would she tell me that she gets nervous watching you compete, or is it kind of the same way? She's excited?
I think she's excited as well. She's always yelling at me execution cues, mm-hmm. trying to get me to execute my race, because it's the same thing. We know we're fit, we know we're prepared, we know we're ready to go. It's just going out there and doing the things that we need to do to get a good performance. So yeah, I think she'd say the same thing.
Mm-hmm. What would you say is your role for Tara when you're here at the Olympic trials? Are you here for support? Well, I know you're here for support, but yeah. Is there other things that she needs from you that you help her to just get ready to get on that board?
It just completely depends on the day. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? We do a really great job, and when we show up to a meet and one of us is competing, the other is just kind of in the background, and whatever needs to be done, we fill in. So there's no job that's, too good for us. We just do what needs to be done to make sure the other one's ready to go. And then obviously moral support. Even last night, Tara and I were walking around the area just talking about the competition, going through the jumps, going through all of that, and almost getting closure on the day so we can go into finals with a fresh mindset. But this competition has presented some new challenges. Our coach had to be in Jamaica for the Jamaican trials, as some of our training group is based out of there, a lot of them. So me and her dad are sitting in the stands trying to help her out with her mid and her marks and where she's at. She's so good that she doesn't need a whole lot of help, but we'll kind of fill in, wherever we need to be.
Mm-hmm. I know she made the 2021 Olympic team as well. She's mm-hmm. looking to make her second team as well. How do you think Tara has grown since her making that team, and how do you think your relationship has developed also over the last couple of years?
I mean, she is a completely different athlete, completely different person. I think if you stop by the Lululemon store in Eugene, she's got a quote up on the wall. They put it up to support her for this weekend, and it says like, I took control of my mind. And that's what we've been talking. She got in the driver's seat. And a lot of the things that were out of her control, she doesn't worry about anymore. She controls the controllable. She is dialed in, and she is elite. So I think it's just different. We're stronger, we're faster, we're better recovered, we're eating better, and we're more just like dialed in. So she's completely different this year, and it's kind of been falling dominoes all the way since 2021, you know, just a little bit better every single year.
Mm-hmm. Now, you have a very unique story. I've had a chance to kind of watch you compete as a Razorback. You're one of the first athletes as an amputee to be able to compete at that Division I level. How has your story just amplified other opportunities for other athletes?
I think, I don't really know. Like, I've never really done anything with the intention of like moving forward with the sport. It's just like what's in front of me. Mm-hmm. And I just try to do it with a really grateful attitude, with a really like big excitement for the sport and what I'm doing, and falling in love with the process, and all of like the accolades or the doors that have been open, I feel like are just an outcome of that. So I don't know, I was speaking with someone earlier today who is in the disabled community and is running Division I track right now as well, and she was just like, thank you for kind of setting the groundwork. But honestly, I feel like I was just born first, you know what I mean? Like, I think there's so many great athletes in the disabled community, so many great athletes in the Paralympic community, and you know, if the year they were born was a little earlier in mine, I feel like they would have done the same thing. So,
how can we help adaptive sports to grow across the nation and across the world too?
I think just watching them is the biggest thing. Tuning in, you know what I mean? I got trials July 18th through the 20th. I'm gonna run really fast. So just like tune in, watch, see what we're capable of. So that's the biggest thing. I think one of the things that's really cool about parasport is that it's so story driven. There's so many like incredible stories, things that people have been through, things that people have overcome to get where they are, apart from just the athletic ability. So I think that is really cool. So just cueing in on those stories, see who you relate to, allow it to be, you know, inspiration and motivation for yourself, and, you know, just enjoy the sport. So, yeah.
Just talking about your trials, what are you looking forward to, and just what's your mindset like?
Man, I'm just looking forward to running fast, honestly. Yeah, training is going so well right now. I raced in San Diego last week, ran really well, under load, because we're still obviously training super hard, because we're still a little ways out. So I'm excited to taper a little bit, actually feel good, have some legs under me, figuratively, and run fast. Yeah.
Can you talk to me about practices with you and Tara? I would love to be a fly on the wall. I feel like you guys have a lot of energy. I feel like you guys challenge each other. You're competitive. What would a typical practice vibe be like for the Woodhalls?
Man, it depends on the day. You know, I think you see a lot of stuff on the internet, or maybe you've met us in person, and it's like, at the end of the day, we're still humans. So, you know, there's good days, there's bad days, and it's funny. Like, Tara, like, wears her emotions on her sleeve, like, wears her heart on her sleeve. You never have to wonder how Tara's feeling. So, some days she'll come in hot, and the coach will be like, all right, this is what we're doing today, like, let's go. But yeah, it's fun. I mean, we bounce back and forth. The reason I think we've done so well this year is because we've enjoyed the process and enjoyed like what we're doing, fell in love with the sport of track and field again. So, I mean, most of the days is just, yeah, fun, talking a little bit of, you know, crap to each other, trying to get competitive, trying to get better, and then really motivating each other. Like, this is one year where Tara has stepped up in a major way to say, like, yeah, we're going back in the weight room after we've already been there, after we've already been on the track, and we're finishing up our core, or whatever it is. Like, the little things that add up over a long time. Yeah, she's just like dialed. She keeps us accountable, and yeah, it's just, I don't know, we're just on.
Now, I put you on the spot beforehand. I'm going to kind of put you on the spot again.
All right, I can
you do
handle
train in Fayetteville.
Yeah.
Powerhouse training program.
Yeah.
Like, from the collegiate side to the professional side. If there is one person in your training group that you're like, man, this person really they make me push and they make me run outside of Tara, who would that be?
Oh man, that's a good question.
I warned you beforehand.
Yeah, I would say Laquan.
Okay.
He's a long jumper out of the Bahamas, and dude just comes with motivation. He always says, "Don't get off the treadmill first," and it's just like a constant reminder. Like every rep, you know, I'm tired, and he'll just be there, like yelling at you, getting excited, bringing the energy, and it's true. I'm like, yeah, it puts me back in that mindset of like, yo, I'm not gonna be the first one off the treadmill. I'm gonna keep going. You know what I mean? So yeah, he's a good guy. Quan Nairn.
There we go. So I know you and Tara are constantly putting in the work. You're training, like I said, you're just coming off of a training session as well. How do you recover? Like, what is maybe that one thing that you're like, I have to have this with me, or it's something I have to have while I'm training?
Absolutely. The recovery is one of the biggest things that we've like dialed in this year, recovery and nutrition. So, I mean, we've been really focused on our sleep. We've been really focused on modalities. One of the big ones is Firefly. So we actually just partner with them. We really believe in what they're doing. Everything is research-based, and it works for us, for travel, for recovery, in between reps. All that stuff works great. We've been doing a lot of like hyperbaric chamber, really with oxygen. And then we have a great team. Dr. Noah Moose out of Austin has helped us so much with a lot of these different modalities. So yeah, that's what we learned, is that recovery is so important, because we can go out and we can run really hard every day, but if we're not recovering, we can't do it again the next day. And then when you are recovered, those results start stacking and they continue to build. So it is a huge part of what we do this year.
Yeah, I want to stick on Firefly because we recently found out you partnered with them.
Yeah.
What was so special about Firefly? Like, why were you and Tara like, yes, we want to make sure we continue to have this partnership?
It's simple. It works, and it's something we use already. Like, it's something that we use all the time in our training, in our travel. So when we had that conversation approach, it was like, it just made so much sense. It's, you know what I mean? It's like, we're not changing anything. This is already something we're doing in our routine. It's already something we believe in and we know that works, and something we believe can continue to, you know, move the sport forward and get people going.
So how do you use it in, like, when, because you're constantly on the road, you and Tara are like going to different countries. So
Yeah.
how, do you bring it with you on the plane? Is it with you in the car? Like, how do you use it?
Absolutely. We were stacked with multiple on travel. Like last year, example, we were in Europe for 5 weeks, and we just had like a bunch of them. They usually last like 30 hours. So the biggest thing for me is on the plane. Like, I notice if I don't wear Fireflies on the plane and I take my prosthetics off, when I get off the plane, my leg will not fit in my prosthetic.
Oh, wow.
If I just wear a Firefly for that flight, I can put my prosthetic back on because there's no like swelling of my limb, which is nuts. None of that. Like, my legs feel fresh, they feel ready to go. So that's what we're doing. And in Europe on that trip, you know, you go, you're there for a few days, you compete, you go to the next country. So it's really something that we can just cue into to have a quick reset and know that we're going to be feeling great on the next side. And one thing we've said this year is, like, we're looking for free points. Like, what are things that we can do that don't add a lot to like our daily routine, don't take a lot of energy, that have a really great result? So that's definitely one of them.
I love that. I know before we started, I was like, can I ask you about your YouTube? Because we were kind of like watching your YouTube channel, and I thought it was really great. And, you know, I kind of was scrolling through some of the comments, and I agree with a lot of them where they were like, you guys are so inspirational, motivational. Power couple comes up multiple times. When you go and you film your vlogs, how much of it, do you feel like you completely share the whole Woodhall and what you guys encompass? Like, are you guys always like that all the time? Or do you like share stuff, you don't really share everything?
Yeah, I feel like if you watch our YouTube videos, you'll know that like it's not always the same. You know what I mean? Like, we've sharing a lot of stuff that has been like not great, like really on our lows, like in low points. So we're definitely not like queuing in on the best parts. Like, I feel like what we do is we just are genuine and we just share our lives from our perspectives. Like, most of the time when we're filming, like, there just happens to be a camera. Like, we don't really change what we're doing or how we're acting when there happens to be a camera around. I think people who watch like understand that, especially people who know us in person. So I think, yeah, I think that's why it connects with people, is just because we try to be genuine, we try to be authentic, and yeah, just literally be ourselves, and it usually works out. So I would say we're pretty transparent, but obviously, like, it's something we enjoy a lot. So it's like, if we're not feeling excited about making a YouTube video, we're not gonna pull out a camera. So it's like, we gotta feel excited and motivated and creative, and then that's kind of the driving force. It's like, all right, well, let's create something we wanna share, good or bad.
How did this get started? Was this a conversation you two had together, or were your followers like, hey, we need to see the behind the scenes of the Woodhall family, and you and Tara kind of had that conversation, like, maybe we should?
I don't know, it's kind of like organic. Like, we met in high school, we were friends for a long time, and then we started kind of like dating going into college, summer going into college. And it was like very informal, and we had like posted each other on like our stories or something, like messing around. A bunch of people were like, yo, we gotta know more about this. And we're like, dude, let's just go to the beach, we'll take a camera and we'll make like a Q&A video, like let's do it. And we posted it on Tara's channel, and it, like, people really liked it. They responded well, and everyone like thought it was fun, and we had a really good time doing it, you know what I mean? Like, it was basically us sitting on the beach for 2 hours, like laughing and having a good time. Like, who wouldn't want to do that? So we kind of just kept with that. Like, when we felt inspired, when we felt excited, we would pull out a camera and film what we were doing and just post on the internet. It was like simple as that. And it's still kind of what we do today. Like, nothing special, nothing like crazy. Like, we just kind of run and gun, and yeah, just sharing our experience.
Okay, the final thing I want to talk about is Snoop Dogg.
Let's go.
Snoop Dogg made an appearance. I don't think he's here anymore, but I saw
know,
where
I
Tara
missed
took a
him.
photo. I didn't see a photo of you.
I was not here. I was racing in San
Oh,
Diego.
that's right. Oh, so that was before you got here.
Oh my gosh, she sends me a photo. She goes, "You will never guess who's sitting in front of me." I was like, "All right, let me know then, because I'm not gonna guess it." Sends me a picture of Snoop, and I'm like, "You have got to be kidding me!" And then the next photo is like a little selfie of them, and I'm watching the NBC broadcast, the Peacock broadcast, and sure enough, Noah Lyles' mom, Snoop Dogg, TDW. And I'm like, "You gotta be joking me!" And the whole week, I kept getting pics of T-Dog and Snoop Dogg, and I'm like, "What the heck, man? I'm missing
So
out."
you didn't talk to Snoop.
I didn't see Snoop at all.
That kind of breaks my heart, honestly.
Yeah, it makes two of us.
Did she have
I was
a
bummed.
conversation with him? Like, I know she took the photo, but like, did Snoop like give her an opportunity? Like,
I'm not
have
gonna
her
lie.
ask
I'm gonna tell you
questions?
something about Tara that she probably doesn't want people to know. She gets super starstruck, like around celebrities and stuff.
Really?
She
I don't see that.
She gets so starstruck. It's so funny. So I don't think she probably like said a whole lot to him. She was probably like real shy and stuff. But they definitely talked, and like I've been getting pictures in multiple locations with them too. And I'm like, this is ridiculous. Like, it is really ridiculous.
okay, so he went 34.44.
I saw it.
How fast do you think he can run a 400?
Oof. I mean,
On a
double
good
it and add
day.
a few. Double it and add a few. I'm gonna say like 70, 74. Maybe
Really?
maybe 69.
Ooh,
I don't know.
I was thinking 80. That's where I was going.
Yeah.
That way.
I mean, it depends. Like, I don't know how hard he was trying in that 200. So I feel like it depends how
If
bad
he was
wants
actually
it.
trying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's probably somewhere in that 80-second range, so. Yeah, it's like Parker Valby's last 400 in a 10K or Snoop Dogg. It's for sure Parker. Like, she's winning that. No question.
No question. I have no doubt about that at
Yeah.
all. Hunter, thank you so much for your time today. We're just wishing you all the best as your journey unfolds, and you and Tara, like I said, power couple. So
Thank you.
we're rooting for you both, and thank you so much for your time today.
Yeah, thanks, guys. Check me out, U.S. Para Trials, July 18th through the 20th.